Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Kaisa.
Hello.
Are you back in Europe, Kaisa?
Huh?
Are you back in Europe or still traveling?
Yes, I'm back in Europe. Has been 1 week now. Yeah, it was great. But you could say that we saw the worst part and the best part, because Kathmandu was not my favorite place, but then the mountains were very nice. But I'm leaving in less than half an hour with my car, so I will, just stop video. But I'm here.
Okay. We don't need you anyway, so it's more it's good to have you as a board representative and liaison with our development committee, because it's a more operational with the athletes.
Just listen here. Yes, okay. I thought as much. Yes.
So we have Elina, Vlad, and Erick, and Taha, if I'm pronouncing that well, and Zita so far. Welcome everybody. So we will wait a few minutes, Ljudmila, until everybody join us. Hi, Zita. Good to see you again.
Hi, Zita.
Hi, everyone.
Okay. So I'm missing Delia and another Romanian girl.
Delia, and
it's a sister
Ariana.
it's a Kirsch sister.
Ariana.
Yeah, it's a Kirsch sister.
Ariana,
yeah. Yes, Ariana. Yes.
Ariana is missing, and 2 Latvian athletes, and Enes as well.
Yes. Okay.
So
anyway,
and Artjoms and Enes and Ariana.
Taha sent me a message that he will not be able to have a video because he's traveling, but he's present. I see that also Kathleen is joining us. This is my first time that I will see Kathleen after a long while. Okay. Okay. Hello, Kathleen.
Hi.
Okay. Welcome all athletes. It would be nice if we can have a video. So, dear Mr.
Romanians, they are cycling. That's what they put in the chat. So 20 more minutes, they are going to be on the bike session. So it's,
then no videos.
Impossible to
no videos. Okay.
Time management, I would say, it's critical here. So next time, guys, you need to plan well. If you have some meeting, if you will have the briefing, then you need to be on time. So just a remark.
They say they will be finished at 20 minutes. We will record.
We will record it and they can see it.
Yes, anyway. We will record it. Okay.
Yeah, maybe they had a flat tire, Joko.
That could be as well. Yeah.
Okay, but
I didn't get any reply, or maybe did you, that somebody is excused that he cannot attend?
Nobody sent me any message like that. So I was contacting them personally, and in that group with you and Zita and everybody from Europe and World Triathlon, only Taha said that he will not be able to be on video, but he's here. So I also contacted 2 national coaches, one from Romania, another one from Turkey, because of this is the first time that some athletes are participating in this team, not to have them confuse what was last year. There was a situation that they didn't notice that national federation should pay for the entry fees, so we had some issues during the registration. But Željko, if you agree, we can go through those information.
Yeah, it will short. Yeah. Hopefully, like you said before when we talked, so the COVID is done and we will have less and less those Zoom meetings, but this one is really good because it prepare athletes for what they can expect. And this is like, I don't know how many time in a row that we are sending our team to Olsztyn. So the expecting the time to be in Olsztyn is from 25th to 28th of May. And so it would be good if we can get those. So I guess we will need to ask those information via email when the athletes are coming. So the flight details, we can arrange the airport shuttle and the accommodation accordingly. So what Europe Triathlon is providing, it's those 3 nights in Olsztyn and transfers from the airport to the venue, full board accommodation and the coach on the site. The only thing that national federations need to do is to firstly entry the athletes on the wait list, and then according with the agreement with the World Triathlon, they are going to get the position on the start list, even if they are not eligible. But the entry fee for the race needs to be paid by the national federation on time, so that there will be no issue. That's the only cost that national federation is covering. And the Europe Triathlon, like usual, are giving the subsidy for traveling, €250 per athlete. So, of course, they need to send the invoices, or if they're traveling with a car, the evidence that they did that one. And we will just need to go now shortly through the course description, and I'm not, I don't know, Ljudmila, if you will get the TD for our next meeting, or it will be stay in this format.
I think that it's not necessary, because it's a British lady who is already on that task, but everything is copied from the previous years. I can do that part by myself, but it would be nice, because we have Elina also here. If she is able to have a video, maybe we will have athlete introduced. Elina, can you switch on your video? Can we see you? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, can you see? Hi.
Yes. Hi, Elina. Hi, I'm Ljudmila. You maybe already recognize people from the Europe Triathlon. It's Željko, Kathleen, Kaisa from your national federation will be board representative, but we also have a lady who is behind everything. It's Zita from the World Triathlon.
Okay.
So, Elina, I was sending a link to World Triathlon Hub, where we should have all the pictures of the athletes selected for the team. Later, I will resend again that link, that you will see that I'm missing your picture. So it would be nice to have one, which we can put there, and we will share some more information about the races, about the team, about the support that Europe Triathlon and World Triathlon are providing. So, about you, did you travel this winter for the training camp or for the competitions?
Yeah, like a few weeks ago, I were in Fuerteventura with Finnish training group, and there were also Estonian group. 2 weeks camp there.
And how was it for you?
It was good. I really enjoyed it.
Did you race after that?
No, I didn't. I raced last summer, but I have had few swimming races and running races in the winter time.
Okay. So, Artur is here also. So, do you have any expectation for the Olsztyn? Some plan, what you want to achieve, what you want to be familiar with?
I was there last year, so I think I know the courses, but I'm excited for it and looking forward.
What do you think about that course? Is it last year it was European Championship?
Yeah.
So you were racing with juniors or in elite?
Juniors.
So this year it will be elite.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So hi, Liepa. So do you have any already prepared tactic, because now you have something in your memory from the previous year? So what was the biggest challenge for you in a Olsztyn race last year?
I think the part of the race I had to really put my best was swimming, because the water was so cold. I think it was the hardest part.
Okay, what about this year? Do you have any plan how you will make that first part of the race less difficult for you? Did you train with the neoprene in a cold water or something like that?
Yeah, I have done that, and I will do a very good warm up and go swimming before the race.
Do you remember last year it was a lot of fight in the water, especially before? Yeah. Did you manage to have any situation training session where everybody will punch you and you will try to survive?
Yeah, we have done that in camps.
So it's the same course this year, so it will be real challenge. Okay. It will be real challenge. It's like it be super fast straight to the first boy. Okay, Željko, now we have a Latvian guys that they are Latvian stars that are joining to us. They are now a second year in a Europe team. So will you tell them like?
Yes. Hi, Artjoms and Arturs. I just want to say some nice words about your haircut, Arturs. You know, it's going to be interesting to see that one in the T1. You know, just joking. So welcome, guys. I guess just watching those. So you can see this because we are recording it. So we said some basic things about the logistics and how it works, but you already know because you have been in the team about how many nights we are covering, what it's covered by the Europe Triathlon, what will be covered by the national federation, about the shuttles and everything when you come to Poland. I just wanted to ask, because I see Taha, he's the only one from our Europe development team in this year that was attending our performance camp in Pula 2 weeks ago. So maybe if he can just share with us, if he can, sorry, my son just came in. If he can just share with us some experience with the camp, and because we are planning to do another one performance camp in the future. So Taha, can we just see you, because you are, and all of you other guys, if you manage to finish the bike, Vlad and Eric, please don't be shy to show us your face.
Silence. Taha, are you there?
Sorry, he just wrote in the chat box that he is not available. So I guess he's having some university or whatever.
But Mr. Eric is here. Eric, give us some video, please.
Now I'm trying. It says unable to start the Zoom. I mean the video. But I'm on the bike. I don't know if it's safe. You can hear me?
Can you? Yes, we can hear you. Is it possible for you and Vlad to stop for a short and give us some insights from your training session?
I'm with a group in Italy, but I'm entering now in the settings and allow the video to go on, and I show you. Just a sec, because I already ride.
While we are waiting for Eric, Liepa, can you tell us something about your winter training? Did you, again, you also have experience from the last year in Olsztyn. I remember your disappointment. So what part of your training was like a main goal to fix during the winter? What was your basics for the winter?
I mean, now this is my first year in university, so now it's like, you know, it's not that easy to combine, but in the winter I try to do more base stuff, train more and more to Olympic distance, which is, I think, has not resulted with the thing that I wanted. So for Olsztyn, I think, because as you know, in the winter in Latvia, I have to train indoors, and due to the university, I couldn't go to any camps. For example, now I'm Quartera. I'm like 1 month training camp and race. So I'm like late bloomer. I do like good races in the end of the season, you know. Start for me is hard, and I have to get into zone and the race like tactics and everything that. So for Olsztyn, I think, as I heard before, I should train more like out of speed of turns, the technique and the speed of turns, because my legs get really swollen up, and lactic acid gets really fast in the sprints, like 1 minute, 2 minute sprints. So I think that's the one thing, and the technique, that the speed in the turns is too fast for me because I train alone, you know, and I do like, when I train, I do my own speed, you know, and I don't have like anyone to compare how to do that. So that, I think, is the biggest part I have to do.
It's such a pity that you couldn't manage to come to Pula, because we had there great conditions. We had testing with the oxygen mask, and that was part of the debriefing, talking with athletes about the parameters VO2 max and threshold, and why some of them cannot sprint. For example, Kaorle is the next race where it will be very tricky and very fast with lots of turns on a bike. So Vincent was pointing them of the physiological parameters that they are missing in this part of the year. So it's not only lots of athletes are training alone. So it's testing that should be implementing in this level of training. And I hope that, as Željko said, it will be more opportunities on the end of the season to do again some testing with the Europe Triathlon team, because then you can get some insight why you have that feeling that you are late bloomer. Even we all know that you are really early bloomer comparing with the peers. So next time, maybe more communication, just to plan to have you on those camps where it will be provided testing and some insights in a training fitness level.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Okay, Artyom.
I think Ljudmila,
okay.
As a late bloomer, he meant to be in good shape at the end of the season, not being.
I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking because I know how hard it is to be alone. We had on the camp, we had 2 girls from Latvia, and they were also struggling with that they don't have races, they don't have a camp. They were like so desperate. But then with those parameters, it's some guidelines that actually they can follow in the training, even if they are long. So it's not, okay, it's you and datas, but again, there is a help that is coming from this community, Europe Triathlon team, that maybe with more often communication, you can plan and have in your training. Oh, Romanians are back. But Artyom, give us some insights in your. It's freezing there where you are.
Yeah, so currently I'm at my training camp in Paphos at Cyprus, and yeah, it's a bit crowded here and windy as well. So yeah.
So what kind of the group do you have for training there?
Basically, I'm with my team here. Mostly there are a lot of amateurs athletes, as well as upcoming junior athletes. But like the guys of my age, there are like the guys of my age, only me. So yeah, it's quite hard to me like to train with the same age guys as I am.
So when you say I'm with the part of my team, is that your national team or your club team? How did you created that team?
Yeah, it's a club team, not a national one.
And you have some elite athletes also there, or?
I can't say there are elite athletes, but if we are like considering the Ironman distances, then most probably there are some elite athletes who participates in Ironman distances.
In that condition, I hope that you will meet Liepa before Olsztyn and you will together practice some U-turns that will be present in Olsztyn. Otherwise, it will be Papa. So,
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Remzing, we have you here for the first time. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Can you present yourself?
I'm Vlad. I'm a part of Team Romania. What can I say more? I train in Italy for most of the time, like my time. And that's it.
How old are you? And will this be your first elite experience?
No. I'm turning 22 this year in September. And I had another races in the elite category.
So did you race this season already?
Only domestic race.
Domestic in Romania or domestic in Italy?
In Italy.
Oh, you become domestic in Italy. Yeah. So before Olsztyn, will you have any start in a Europe Triathlon Cup system?
In 2021, I think Tisai Varus.
No, but this season, before we start with the race in Olsztyn, will you race
Olsztyn,
somewhere?
I think Kaorle.
Kaorle?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Who can we hear more? Željko, help.
No, I would suggest that you go shortly through the course. You prepare those race courses. So Vlad was racing Balıkesir, I think 2 years ago with the team, and they performed well. Last year, unfortunately, due to some clashes of the days, they didn't manage to race that race in Portugal. But yeah, he is in the team. This is the 3rd year actually now, and they did the nice race in Turkey, in Balıkesir, if you remember well. So maybe
what will happen with the Balıkesir this year? Do we have any information about that?
That's supposed to be Europeans, but maybe Kathleen.
Balıkesir is the European Championship sprint triathlon. So, and Yenisihir, the other Turkish event, is delayed till the week after Alanya.
Yeah. So, can you see swim course? Željko, can you see swim course?
Yeah, we all can see it. It's on the screen.
So what is specific for the swim course in Olsztyn? First, water is very cold. Last year, for the race, we had 17.1 for the junior and elite, but for the paras at Sunday, when it will be a mixed relay for this year, it was 11 degrees. So they canceled the swim. That's the one thing. So water temperature is very low in Olsztyn. Again, swim start. Who was racing there? You can remember that this pontoon is not a standard like 70 centimeters high. No, it's 1 meter, 30 centimeters far from the water. So you're jumping from a very high pontoon, and then straight for the first buoy. last year we didn't have any technical official here, so any penalties were not provided for the athletes. So here was lots of fights, lots of fights. So some athletes were telling me that they were drowning already here. So what it would be nice, think about the positioning. Okay, if this is shortest and I have speed, it's okay. But if I don't have a speed, maybe it will be smarter to stand here, that I can go more around the boy over here. So it's a fight. So after this swing course, Delia is here. Okay, I admitted just Delia. After swing course, who was there? There is, if you remember, there was
recording in progress.
260 meters far transition, run to the transition one. It was also tricky. So after that cold water, you need to run. You need to plan when you will put your neoprene down. So we are here. When we exit the water, we are here. We are exiting the water. Then there is a blue carpet, 230 or 260 meters. It depends where is the position of the elite transition zone here. You run, you need to put your neoprene down, not to lose goggles and the swim cap. And then go on a bike. This part, exiting the bike, it was really tricky. It is a turn, mount line is here. So you have only this part to speed up with the first 2 or 3 or 5 athletes that will jump to this cycling part. It will be 4 laps at the bike. So again, who has experience from the last year? Liepa, what you can add here for this, like out of swim, then go to the bike? Can you help me from the athlete side?
Like from the swim to the transition zone?
Yes, and from transition, how to stay with the group on the bike here on this corner and first loop.
I mean, first of all, you have to be really fast on the run. It's like 300 meters. So you can like speed up and catch really like the first ones. Yeah. If you're not the first ones, you can catch like at least 10 seconds you can go if the first ones are slower than you know. And after that,
do you remember where did you start to put down your neoprene? At the beginning of entrance or approaching to the transition zone? What did you do first? Speed up or put the neoprene down?
I think I remember that in the start there is the hill, like in the sands.
Yes, it's a sandy hill.
So there you go, just run. You don't like waste your time on pulling down the wetsuit. And after when it started like cement, when the asphalt started, the front line, I started, I think, to pull down, like already in there.
Yeah.
Because I think for lots of triathletes, the problem is that the wetsuit, the water gets out and it's hard to get it like unzipped and taken off your body. So you need to have like the start, I think, take it off.
Because of the cold water, did you use any cream to make your fingers warmer or your neck to have it with the blood for the swimming? Did you use any cream?
I think not. I had the super sprint distance, so nothing at all, no.
Okay, but think about that for this year for the Olsztyn. So
yeah.
So it would be useful. Then after transition, do you remember that the mount line is on the asphalt after some corner?
Yeah, I remember. I think it was like after the corner. I mean, yeah, at the start, it's like uphill a little bit, so you have to get some like speed, like in running, just jump up and you have like a small gear just to start pedaling, and then after the turn you can put in your shoes.
After the turn? Okay.
I don't know, after the first turn. That's
after this first corner. Okay. Then when you approach to the, so do you remember when you're finishing every lap that this is like you cycle through transition zone?
Yeah, it's a stupid place, really stupid place.
So we will see what will be this year, because I remember this last year somebody from the technical officials were asking this LOC to put like bike course out of transition, but they didn't do that because they go live on TV and they have cameras here on transition area, so they needed to have that because of media. But
it was especially dangerous because of the weather.
Do you remember? Yes, you already were there.
It was raining and slippery. When you got out of transition, turn right, it was very, very slippery.
Yes.
And it's very narrow because it's two-way road and it's a narrow road. So you only have a little bit of space to make your turn. So that why I think when it's dry, it's not a problem for every decent triathlete, but when it is wet, it's very, very dangerous.
It would be good for this year to use this familiarization, bike familiarization, especially for that part. So to visualize how it will be on those out of the transition corner. I remember. Yes.
Can I say I was in the first meeting with the technical delegate?
Great!
LOC,
you were. Oh, yeah.
And actually, they were talking about that. But I haven't been in the meeting since, so they were actually planning not to go through transition areas just for the causes, the reasons you just told. So they may do.
Yeah, Kaisa, is it possible from your side, from the next meeting with the LOC and TD, to put to us a message in a WhatsApp?
I can ask. Yes. I can ask from Chia, who is the TD. I can't pronounce it, but yes, I will ask her, because I know that they discussed it a long time, and they were supposed to make a decisions, but now, like I say, I haven't. But I will tell you what is the decision.
Thank you very much. So now what we have left, it's a run. Artyom, did you race already in Olsztyn last year?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Did you race already in Olsztyn?
Yeah, of course. I raced previous year as well.
Can you tell us something about the run course? What was important for you at the run course?
Yeah, during the run course, for me, it was quite important to stay with the group. I was on the bike, and basically, I remember that as it was a super sprint distance race, then it was super important to stay at least first 300, 500 meters together, and to run as fast as possible, just to stay with the group. And then the tempo became a bit slower. So yeah, it was basically for me quite easier to breathe out and to get with the pace my group set during the run.
What is your plan for all race for this year? It's a sprint distance. Yes.
Yeah, most probably to try to swim to get out of the water in the first pack, and trying to stay comfortable on the bike, not to do much work, because the bike is not my strongest part, and I'll try to save the energy for the run, as I think the run gonna be quite brutal for us. Yeah, and yep, to save the energy for the run and to run quite fast.
So what kind of neoprene are you using?
I mean, it's like it's a simple wetsuit, Zone 3 brand. As for me, it's quite thin, and yeah, basically just like a pretty simple neoprene.
Okay. And this year we have racing on the bike in a group, but with no handlebars, so it will be different, especially on that downhill. So, Željko, what is your suggestion? Maybe to try to ask who is iPhone 13 and iPhone
Yes,
Delia?
the iPhone 13 was my question. Who is behind that?
iPhone 13, can you put your video that we identify you?
I'm guessing it's somebody from Turkey, the other athlete, or
I don't know. So
Ariana, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, so I think we touch on the basis. Ariana Kish. It's the Romanian girl. I think we touch all the bases. I would just suggest that maybe it would be good to have Janice as a TD or somebody from the LOC next time, just that we clarify those few things that we haven't been certain today, and to thank the athletes for
Is it possible, Željko, to repeat once more because they were not present at the beginning? So what is Europe Triathlon giving?
It's usually, so it's guaranteed spot on the start list, even if you are not ranked. Now approaching the Paris, it will be tougher and tougher to get on the start list. So from 25th to 28th of May, we are providing accommodation and the head coach, full board-based accommodation in Olsztyn. We will provide the transfer from the airport to the Olsztyn. We will just need to know in advance your flight details. Your national federation is entitled to get the subsidy of 250 euros for your traveling, and the only cost and the only task that your national federation needs to do is to enter you on the wait list and pay the entry fee to the LOC. So pretty much that's the usual procedure. I think all of you have been racing the Europe development team in past. Maybe just Ariana didn't, but your national federation did, so they know it's a standard procedure. And those that haven't been with us from the start, we had our performance camp two weeks ago here in Croatia, in Pula. We did some nice testing, and today actually we are receiving the report from Vincent with detailed data, and it's interesting to read those. And I'm hoping that we will manage to organize second performance camp at the end of the year for the rest of the team that didn't manage to be with us on this first one ever type of the camp that we had in Pula.
Okay. Kathleen, Zita, can you add something?
Kathleen, go ahead.
Yeah, Kathleen was there last year as a board representative, and she was, but she was not behaving as a board representative. She was racing all the time. So can you share your experience from the Olsztyn course, Kathleen?
I do hope sincerely for everybody that the weather will be better. For sure. But it cannot be worse. So that's the good news. It cannot be worse than it was last year. So it can only be better. It's a very nice venue. If you have the time as a warm-up or the day after to cool down, have a run around the lake, it's really great there. Yeah, so make yourself very comfortable with the event and with the course by doing the familiarization in a way that you are looking at the dangerous points and the points where you can make a difference if you want or you're able to make a difference during the race. Very important, because I think it's a nice course. It's a challenging course. The bike, besides the point in transition, it's not that difficult to do. But yeah, I wish everybody all the luck for this first race for some during this season. So good start.
Thank you, Kathleen. Zita.
Hi everyone, good to see you. You know, when I am always with young athletes than you are, I always feel younger. So thank you for that. It's already, you made my day. Secondly, I just want to say that, you know, it's always so inspiring seeing so many young athletes, you know, building up your career. You are somewhere just leaving the junior age and now you are heading to your under 23 and then to elite. So you are still in the phase when you can learn from everything, you know. It doesn't matter if you fail or not, or it's a success or a less success. Everything is just a learning curve for you. So my suggestion would be just, you know, take everything in a way that what can you learn out of it? And that should be your motto, especially for these years, you know, when you are kind of between being junior and heading towards to elite. So that would be my suggestion, that just try to absorb as much as you can, try to be prepared, which is also a key. So that's why it's also great to have such a course. You know, you have 2 months until this race. Of course, you will have many other races or things, training camps, studies, whatsoever that comes to your way. But what you can do, and this is really 100% up to you, that how you are prepared. And nobody can take that preparation from you. This is something that you own. You know, Kathleen mentioned that, well, you were last year the weather. Honestly, the weather will be the same, exactly the same to everyone. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. That will be the race day, the race weather. You just need to cope with that. So it will depend your success, how you are able, you know, to adapt that weather. So those things would be my kind of, you know, backpack things that you can take with yourself on that journey, because at the end, you know, this is a journey. And what I am extremely proud of you, that all of you were talking to us in English. I also loved the Italian accent, so I can see that you really spend a lot of time. I hope those who are sitting on the bike, you know, they don't put themselves in danger, because, you know, within a second, something can happen. So please be aware of that. I can see you are smiling, so it's even better. So thank you so much for the opportunity. I hope that one day, you know, I can welcome you on the World Triathlon team as well, because at the end, that's why I am sitting here, that's why I am listening to you, observing you, checking the results. So for me, you know, the biggest pleasure would be that one day I can shake your hands and welcome you to the Team World Triathlon. So guys, all the best for you. Don't forget, two months up to this race. As Ljudmila said, you know, I don't know when you did the last wetsuit practice, but if the water will be cold, so this is something that you have to keep in your mind, that then probably I should do some practices around that, you know, not to spend so much time in the transition. So all the best, keep in touch. And as I said, everything is a learning experience for you. Thank you for the opportunity. Hello.
Yeah, and to say, Zita, about that you don't have to take care about the weather or how it looks like. I can confirm I was an athlete like you long time ago in another life, and I had one athlete. She was from America, and what she said was completely correct. Don't put any energy in your in your concurrents, in the other athletes. Don't put any energy in how the weather is like. Just put energy in what you can control, and that's your own performance. You know, all the rest, forget it. Just it's an individual sport. It's you that counts. Do everything that you need to do to perform, and forget all the rest.
Thank you, ladies.
Yes, thank you. What to add to those ones? Just stay healthy, stay injury-free, stay focused, and yeah, the purpose of this program is to be the pipeline and the pathway for the World Triathlon. So to try to help you guys at having that Olympic dream, so that you manage to get to those races that counts for the Olympics. Good luck, and we will send you the invitation for our next Zoom call. And that's it from I saw a raised hand before from Artjoms, I think. So if you want to add something, just if you don't.
For me, yeah. I want to ask about the race course and the bike of the speed bumps, because if we don't go through transition, then there's 2 speed bumps in the same place. I think that they are dangerous, really dangerous.
So Kaisa, can you put that note about that?
Yes, I will do that. Yeah, the speed bumps.
Okay.
I think they were actually discussing those also, but yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Liepa. Okay. Željko, are we finishing?
Yeah, we can wrap up this one. I said everything, just wanted to give opportunity to Arturs, and that's it. See you soon. And that's it, like Zita said, it's good to be around the young people, then you feel better. And it was nice to see the kids in the camp last week. So, and some of them chasing those dreams, some of them been here and there and coming from the injuries. So it's not easy life being an athlete. It's a long-term goal to reach something. Nothing will happen in this season. You need to invest in yourself, like Zita said, learning from the mistakes and even learning from the winning as well. So it's you are lucky that you are doing something that you like and pursuing your dreams. So yeah, good luck.
Bye to everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye.